Hello, my dear students. We are doing past paper. This is February, March 2017. I've shared the files with you. First, task 1 is about the evidence document. We discussed it in the class, how to open and save the evidence document. It will always be in RTF format. And in the header, you have to place center number, candidate number, and your name. So I've opened this evidence document, and in the header, if you double click at the top of the page, you open the header. If you double click on the main document, you're back on the main document. Another way is you can go to insert and from there header and always select three columns. These are three placeholders where you could type your name, then your center number and candidate number, and these are called placeholders. You just delete these placeholders and then close the header. Next, it says that save your evidence document in your work area as evidence followed by your candidate number, for example, so and so. So I've already saved it by going to File, Save As, Current Folder, and Evidence with my candidate number, and save as type, make sure is always Word document. Okay. Okay. The next point is task 2, preparing a presentation. You're going to leave this task 2, move on to task 3. You're now going to edit a newsletter about the Wood Store Company's project. Using a suitable software package, load the file M2017 woodstore.rtf. Now, see, this is also in RTF format. So what you have to do, you have to open the file, just double click and open the file. This is a file. So what you have to do, set the page size to A4, set the page orientation to portrait, set the top margin to 3.5 centimeters and all the other margins to 2 centimeters. So in your main document, Wood Store, you click on layout. From here, orientation, you can change it to portrait. Size means paper size. Click on size, select A4. And then from margins, you can click on margins, go to custom margins, and the top margin is set to 3.5 centimeters. And rest of the margins you have to type in, make them 2 centimeters. After this, you click OK, and you're back in your document. One thing I have to explain is that suppose when you go to custom margins and instead of centimeters, you see inches. Okay, if you can't see centimeters, then you go to File, go to Options. From here, click on Advanced. In Advanced Options, you scroll down and you will be able to see Display. In Display group, you can see right now show measurements in units of centimeters. In your computers at home, it might be in inches. You have to set them to centimeters. This is done only once because all the papers that you are going to do will be in centimeters. Okay, you set them to centimeters, come back to your main document, and you can now easily go to click on margins, custom margins, and you can see centimeters over here. This was one point I wanted to explain to you. Okay, the other thing is in your evidence document, you have to show the page size, orientation, and margins. Go back to your main document. Click on the layout group. You can see a small square. This is called More button. Click on it for more options, or you will be able to see all the options in the layout tab. So first of all, take a screenshot of this, and it's how you take the screenshot. There is a small button on your keyboard where it's written PRTSCR. You press that button once. Okay, come back to your evidence document. Click, first of all, click cancel over here. Then go back to your evidence document and click on paste. Now all we require over here is just this portion. So what we are going to do is click on the image, it will get selected and you will be able to see picture tools. Now in picture tools, click on format. From here, the format on the extreme left side, you will see crop. Crop the image. We just require this much, and you have to just select from the black handles. Okay, so this much is selected, crop, and this is one screenshot where we can see the margins and orientations. Now again, the next we have to click on paper in order to show the paper size. So one thing I've told you that how to use the print screen. The other option is through the snipping tool. You click on open the snipping tool, click on new, and you can crop this much with whatever you require. You just require this window and then you close this. Click OK over here. Go back to your evidence document and paste. Now after pasting, resize it. Okay, it should not be too small or too large. It should be big enough so that the examiner is able to check your settings. Okay, so you can see over here, click and drag it upwards if it goes down. And this is too small. I will also increase the size so the margins and the orientation is clear. Okay, so adjust the size of the other picture like this. Now you can see that the settings are clear. Okay, now press Control and S at the same time. Hold down the Control key and then press S. It will save your document. It is a shortcut key for saving the document. Keep on using this whenever you make any change in the document. Otherwise, if something happens or accidentally your computer is turned off, then whatever you have done is saved. So I'm going to save the evidence document. And now moving back to the main document. The next point is now you have to save the newsletter with a new file name and make sure it is saved in the format of the software. And then you have to place the evidence of this task that place the evidence in the evidence file. Now go to the main folder, go to file, click on file, then click on save as current folder, and then give it a new name and save as type. Make it Word document and click on save. Okay. After saving this, the next task is that you have to show this file that it is saved in the folder. Okay, we open the folder. This is the file. And what are we going to be? I'm going to use a snipping tool, new, and take out the like this. Then go to your evidence document, and your second evidence is this. You have to show the path and the file name is there, it's highlighted. Press Control S together or click on Save button. Go back to your main document. It is saved and you have placed the screenshot in the evidence document. Now place in the header of your newsletter your name, center number, candidate number, left aligned. Okay, we will go open this main document and go click on Insert tab, click on Header and select 3 blank columns. On the left side, you have to write your name, comma, your center number and candidate number. And then it says that the image, this is the image which you have to place inside the header on the right side. So for that, this task we have already done in class as well. So in the header, I will delete this placeholder. Now my cursor is on the right side. Click on Insert, Pictures, and I will go to my folder, which is on the desktop. Okay. This is the image and I'm going to insert the image. Whenever you will insert the image, it will be large in size, but don't worry. They have given you the image size over here. Resize the image to be 3 centimeters high and maintain the aspect ratio. Maintaining the aspect ratio is whenever you resize the image, your height and width should be proportionate to each other. So the image is selected and the extreme on the right side, you can see size. In the size, you can just, there are 2 ways. One is that you change it to 3 centimeters. It says that the height should be 3 centimeters. You can directly change from here the height, this is the height, this is the width, to 3 centimeters. But in order to check whether your aspect ratio button is on or not, you click on this more button and you can see over here it says lock aspect ratio, and right, it could be unchecked. Make sure that this is checked. When this is checked, this means that you can easily change your height to 3 centimeters and click OK. So you can see the size has changed. You can go to this word wrap options and select height, because then I can move it easily. Now see, when I'm moving this image, there is a green line, okay, vertically and horizontally. These lines are there to show you that your image should remain within these lines. If they're outside these lines, then this means that the image is outside the margins of the page, which is incorrect. So click on the image, move it a little bit, and you will be able to see green lines horizontally and vertically. So the image is set on the right side. The next thing is you have to delete this placeholder. Select and delete. So make sure all the header and footer items align to the page margins. I've just explained it to you how they are aligned to the page margins and are displayed on each page. So header, obviously, whenever you insert a header, you can see it is on every page, it appears on every page of the document. Now, once you're inside the header, you double click on the main document and you're outside now, outside the header. Next point is create the following paragraph styles. Now, the first one is WS title. Okay, go to your main document. Now, once you have in home tab, the styles will automatically appear. See, normal, no space. These are all the styles which are already predefined in the Word. Now you're going to create your own styles. So bring your cursor at the beginning of the document and press enter to create a blank line. Now your cursor should be on the blank line. Click on more button of the styles, create style. I will paste the name or you can type the name, click on modify. Excuse me guys. Okay. Now from this is the window from where we are going to create the styles. So the font style is sans serif. Sans serif means this is Arial. 36 alignment should be right. So the main document, select Arial. If you can't find Arial in your list, just type ARIL, it will appear. Your size, this is the size, from here you set the size, font size, and alignment. Alignment is right. So you set it to, these are the all the tabs for the alignment. This is left, this is center, and this is right. Click on right. Next is enhancement. Now girls, enhancement means bold, italic, underline. Right now it is none. Line spacing single. Space before means and space after. Space before and after means spaces before and after paragraph. You can even set these. Okay. So right now we are set with all the points. We have set all the options that are given in the paper. If you click on format and click on paragraph, you can see the line spacing. Line spacing should be single. Make sure that and spacing before and after, both these should be 0 points. Okay. Then click OK. You're done with one style. Click OK. Now one style you can see is created at the top. The next style, the other style is WS subtitle. Copy, I will just copy the name, it's much faster. Then I will go back to my main document, click on the more button of styles, click on create style. Type in the name and then click on modify. From here, you can see the previous settings are there, but you have to change these to the font face and font style is the same. Font size is 18, alignment is center. So Arial size, make it 18. Alignment is center. Enhancement is underline, line spacing single, and the rest of the spaces are 0. So underline, we will click this underline. Then we will go to format tab, click on it, go to paragraph and check the line spacing and spacing before and after. They should be 0. And then click OK. You are done with the second style, which was WS subtitle. Next is subheading. Subheading is Again, click on the More button, create style. Type the style name, click on Modify. Let's check. It should be serif. Serif is Times New Roman 16 left aligned. Click on this arrow, type. I'm just going to type T and I get to see Times New Roman. Size was supposed to be 16. What next? Left alignment, bold and italic. So alignment should be left. Now you have to uncheck this underline. Okay, right now it's on. Uncheck, click on it because we don't want an underline. We just want bold and italic. Now whatever changes we do in this box are saved for the next style, but you have to uncheck whatever you don't need, just click on it. Okay, so Times New Roman 16 bold and italic. I've clicked on underline to remove underlines, and alignment should be left. Now what else was there? Single line spacing, and spacing after is 12. Okay, click on format, paragraph. Line spacing is single and line spacing after is 12. Make it 12. Okay. Okay, again, we are done with the style. Next style is body. I will just copy the name. Click on the More button, create style. Write down, type the name or just paste it, modify. Now we can see all the previous changes that we had made, but we are going to make changes, whatever is told in the paper. This is serif Times New Roman 12 and justified. Okay, from here Times New Roman and the size is 12. We will change this 16 to 12. Justified is in the alignment left, center, right, and justified. Click on justified. The line spacing is single. Space before should be 0 and space after is 12 points. Now click on format, paragraph. Space before is 0, after is 12, and line spacing is single. Click OK and OK again. Now this style is also created. Now the last one is WS table. More button, create style. Now after writing the name, click on modify. See that the font is the same Times New Roman. This is also the same 12 font size. Alignment should be left. We have to change the alignment. Enhancement none. Single line spacing and space before and after should be 0. Okay, this serif is same. We will remove bold and italics. Why? Because it says enhancement should be none. Okay, so I've unchecked bold and italic. This. Now we will go to format, paragraph, after is 12 and now it is 0, 0. No space after 0 and alignment is left. So I will make it 0. Okay. Line spacing is single. It's already single. Now alignment is left. First it was justified. Now it's left. Click on left. And we are done with this style as well. So it says place in your evidence document to show all the settings for the WS body style only. So we have to show the settings of body style. In order to do that, we're going to go to the main document. Now this is the body style. You open this, you click, you bring your cursor on this style, click the right button of the mouse and click on modify. So in modify, you can see all these styles, and what you have to do is use the snipping tool, click on new, go to the evidence document. Okay, here, evidence document, and paste, and just make it a little bit smaller in size, but not too much. It shouldn't be too small, okay? Everything should be clear. This is the one. And other we have to show, the next screenshot should be, you go to the body again, click the right button of the mouse, click on modify, and this time click on format, paragraph. And now we have to take the screenshot of this window. New. Okay. New. Get the screenshot. We are going to click OK over here, minimize it, OK, OK both. Now go back to your evidence document and place the screenshot over here and adjust the size. Okay, these two should be equal. Now they should be placed side by side, or you can place them one below the other. It won't make any difference as long as they are there and as long as they are, every setting is visible. Okay, so you can press Ctrl S, save it, go back to your main document. Now this point is done. Point number 8, enter the title, the wood store, at the start of the document. Okay, remember we created one line at the start of the document by pressing enter. Now you type the heading, the wood store. Okay, apply the WS style, WS title style to this. Okay, now we are going to apply over here, select and look for WS title, click the more button. This was body, this is title, you click on it. Okay, the style is applied now. Next point, below the title, add the subtitle, report by, and add your name. Okay, below this, bring your cursor at the end of the wood store and then press enter. And over here, you have to type report by, and you have to write your name over here. Then you have to apply the subtitle style to this subtitle. Okay, your subtitle style, you have to apply this. And we have subtitle style over here. This is subtitle. You click on it. Okay, done. Next point. After the subtitle text, format the rest of the document into two columns of equal width with 1 centimeter space between them. Okay. And we have to, after the subtitle. Okay, since it says after the subtitle, we are going to select the rest of the text till the end, and then you click on the layout tab, click on columns and click on more columns. From here, select 2 and the space between should be 1 centimeters. And this is spacing, it should be 1 centimeters. Done. Okay. Now your document is formatted into 2 columns. Okay, apply the WS body style to the text. Okay, this is your text. And you have to click on home and then select the WS body style. And now you can see the style is applied. Okay. I have to recheck this size, whether it was bold and italic. Let's check. Body serif enhancement is none. So why it is showing bold and italic? Let me check. WS body, modify. We have to uncheck bold and italic. Rest is fine. Then we have to check this button automatically update. Click OK. Now this looks fine to me. Yes. Then the next point was identify 9 subheadings in the document and apply WS subheading style to each one. Okay, first of all, the beginning is also a subheading. This is my subheading style. 1, then this subhead and the impact. A solution was found is also a subheading. History is also a subheading. Patients rewarded, subheading. Completing the process. And then the wood store products. And on the second column, this is also subheading and expansion. This is also subheading. Okay, now why this is underlined? Subhead. Let me check whether I've applied the proper the beginning subhead. It was bold, italic. Why this is showing the wrong bold and italic 16. Okay. Subheading bold, italic, and 16. Yes. And it shouldn't be underlined. Yes. I bring it to normal and then again there is some error I think in my computer. So the rest of the headings they look perfectly fine. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and expansion is the 9th one. Okay. Then girls don't worry about this subheading. Why this is different? This is happening because there's some error in my computer. Otherwise, all the subheadings should be like this. Okay, and you can also check that they should be bold, italic 16, and Times New Roman all should be left aligned. Next point. This is done. Place the contents of this file as a table immediately after the paragraph which ends some currently planned exhibitions. First of all, let's look for this paragraph. Okay, I will just click on find and now over this is the, if you write down some words in this navigation pane, you can see that this is highlighted. We have to place the contents of file exhibition. File name was exhibition right below this paragraph. So I will go to my folder and I will look for my file exhibitions. Just double click to open it. Now this is in the form of a table. So when your cursor changes its shape, click, it gets selected. Whole the table should be selected. Click on copy or Control C. Go to your main document. Your cursor should be right below the set paragraph. Click paste. So you can see the table is over here, but this table should not be in two columns. So what you have to do is bring your cursor in front of exhibitions, click, and then press enter once, twice, thrice, 4, 5. I pressed enter 6 times and you can see that this table is over here and okay, got it. Now apply the table style to the text in the table. So on this table that we have pasted, click on this table, it will get selected and there we created WS table style. So we are going to click on it. Recheck the table style. Table was left and 12 points and no enhancement. So we'll go back to the main document. And left, the rest is fine. Okay. So you can see this is applied. Next thing, next point is Okay, this is done. Merge the cells in the first row. Okay, go back to your main document. Now this is first row. You select, and what else? Are there any grid lines? Make the first row of text centered and bold. Make sure the words are not split where text is wrapped. Make sure all the borders and grid lines are displayed when printed. So first of all, it is easier if you select your table, okay, and there in the paragraph group, there is an option for tape borders. Click on all borders. So when there are borders, it becomes easier to select all the cells in the first row, and then you have to merge these cells. Click the right button of the mouse and over here select merge cells. Done. So we have merged the cells. They should be centered and bold. So the first row, this is the first row, it should be center aligned and it should be bold. Got it? Next. Make sure the words are not split where text is wrapped. So we have to make sure that this is fine. Okay, this one thing more you have to check whether all this outer border is within the column width. Yes, it is within the column width. Click and hold the mouse button and check. Then all these, this means I have to make this location. You can see this is within, this is fine. Move this a little bit towards the left side, column number 2. See, the year is not coming properly over here. We have to increase the width of column number 2. Okay. Now I can easily increase the width of column 2. In A, this is here. Think, move it little. Okay. Now I will click on this outer border on the left side and check the alignment. It shouldn't be outside the borders. It should align, the alignment should be equal to the alignment of the text. Okay, see, click and hold the mouse button to check this line. It should be within, it should be aligned with the text. Okay, and then click Control S. This is saved. Format the Woodstore catalog table so that it matches the formatting of the exhibition table. So this is the table, this table. All you have to do is select the top row, okay, and merge cells, make it bold, and also bold, and then center aligned. Should be center aligned. And then we have to apply the table style to this table as well. Okay. Now we have to check the table. Okay. Now this is looking like this. Body. Okay, I will apply the table style to this table. Both the tables should look same. Okay, done. Now the next point is spell check and proofread the document. Make sure that the spacing is consistent. All items placed on the page are within the margins. The document paragraphs are complete. There are no split tables, windows, and orphans. There are no blank pages. Save and print your document. Okay, make sure that your name, center number, and caddy number appear on your document. Obviously, it will appear because it's in the header. The next thing is to spell check. Now, this is your document. Okay, and what else you have to do? Where is that? Okay, know how to spell check your document. And we go to file and we go to print. Don't print anything, just have a look at your document so that you will clearly know that these are the two charts and they are not split. They should be in one column. So this is in one column, the other chart is also in the this single column. And this is how all your headers do appear on every page of the document. Okay, go back from this arrow and that's it. Okay, next paper I'll send you tomorrow. You first try this paper, okay? Allah Hafiz.